And we're buzzing our way due to the next Yes Percure 5 season sequel Go-Go for villains. Yes, I had to make a joke about Bunbee's motif. But today we'll be talking about Bunbee, who is the only villain to survive from the original to the sequel. So let's get on with the information, guys. Bunbee is the boss of Garidma, Gamau, and Arachnia in Yes Percure 5. He transforms into a bee. For the first part of the series, he was believed to be leading Nightmare, but it is soon revealed that he takes on orders from main villain Kawaii now. He joined Eternal in the sequel after surviving a fatal fall near the end of the last series. Bunbee comes from the 4th and 5th season of Percure. Yes Percure 5 and Yes Percure 5 Go-Go. He made his debut in episode 2 of Yes 5. His home place in Yes 5 is Nightmare until he moved to Eternal in Go-Go. His role is that of a villain, and he's also voiced by Wataru Katagi. In his human form, his normal attire consists of dark gray suit, red shirt, and oval olive colored tie. However, in Go-Go, he wears a white jacket with the same red shirt and tie underneath it. His true form is that of a muscular humanoid bee. He initially seems menacing and demanding, but develops into a comic relief villain as his position in the company is overthrown. He fears Kawaii and always tries to find a way to be promoted so he can be the man in charge. In Go-Go, Bunbee is depressed due to his position as a lowly underling and is consistently nervous. He gradually regains his confidence and ultimately finds his life goal of opening his own company. Kawaii is his former higher-up in Nightmare who he fears. Scorp and Bunbee argue a lot, as Bunbee accidentally refers to Scorp with the wrong names. However, they develop a general friendship, with Scorp being the only Eternal employee to bond with Bunbee. Bunbee's first appearance is in episode 2, where he scolds Grandma for not obtaining the Dream Collect. After all 3 of his subordinates failed, he took matters into his own hands, arriving at Karen Minazuki's mansion to attack the 4 Percure. After he fails to defeat them, but does seize a Pinky, though he loses it during the next attack, when he transforms the Pinky into a Kawaii monster. After the second failure, Kawaii appears, revealing Bunbee is only a mid-level manager. After Garidma and Arachnia both meet their doom, Bunbee's decision at Nightmare is closed. Kawaii moves Bunbee into the department led by Bloody. Bunbee loses his management position and becomes an errand boy, especially for Hidenya. After multiple failures at defeating Percure 5, Bunbee flees because of the black Kawaii mask. On Nightmare's HQ's roof, Kawaii blasts him off, but Bunbee miraculously manages to grab the edge of a window as he falls after remembering he could fly and escape. Well, great for remembering at the last second. In Go-Go, Bunbee finds a new job at Eternal but ends up being looked down on by every member and is usually seen bringing them tea. When he finds Percure as an Eternal member by tricking Melpo to lead him to the girls, when the girls recognize him, they wonder why he returned since Nightmare was defeated. Bunbee explains what happened and how he survived. When Bunbee meets Scorp by continually mispronouncing his name, they eventually become friends. The pair even teamed up and almost seized the Rose Pack before Milky Rose debuted and ruined their plans. He was very disheartened when Scorp died and all the other members of Eternal didn't seem to care. Bunbee did not get along with Nebutakos at all. as he insulted Bunbee and then forced him to massage his legs. Bunbee then grows more dissatisfied with his position within Eternal, complaining about having to study the value of these weird items in the collection and wonders how he ended up working at Eternal in the first place. Things eventually get so bad that, out of despair and depression, Bunbee approaches Percure and asks to become their leader, but is denied due to his harsh methods. And as Bunbee is reporting to Anaconda about King Montblanc, she attempts to get rid of him with hidden trapdoors in the floor that stuck him in. Anaconda leaves when she thinks he is gone, but once again Bunbee has managed to grab a hold of one of the doors so he can open them. He considers getting a new job again. In the final few episodes of Go-Go, Bunbee watches how the boss kills Mercadia before hiding in the collection until the boss brings the Percure and Milky Rose to Eternal with Anaconda. From a window, Bunbee watches as the Percure are turned to stone and then teleported into the boss's collection. He then proceeds to witness the death of Anaconda and boss flying to the Cure Rose Garden. Bunbee finds Milky Rose, Syrup, and Melpo so he can show them the secret entrance to the collection, where they are able to return the Percure to normal. Cure Dream thanks him, but he tells her to hurry up and go to the Cure Rose Garden. In the final episodes after Boss's defeat, he is seen with his own business called Bunbee Company, with a staff who looked a lot like who I know when working for him. In the Go-Go movie, Bunbee briefly served Mushibin by robbing Nozomi's birthday cake and led the Curs into a trap Mushibin had set up inside Sweet's kingdom. But he soon quit after feeling disappointed when he saw what Mushibin's reward was for him. Bunbee appeared in the 36th episode of Hagado Percure, where he encountered Saya, Hana, and the Cures, as they were looking for the other Percure. After being treated by Ichika and Ciel at the Kirapate, Bunbee revealed that he had been working for Kriyasu for a very short time. He also helps him find the Percure 5 team. Fact 1. As a gag of some sort, it seems he is known to occasionally take a taxi when he needs to go somewhere to confront the Percure. Fact 2. Bunbee is seen in Percure All-Stars DX2 and DX3. In DX2, he is seen waiting in line at the ferry park entrance and starts to grow impatient when Tsubumi and Erika Kurumi accidentally hold up the line. Fact number 3, he shares the same voice actor as Oregano's from Futurawa Percure Max Heart and Ego from Healing Good Percure Yume no Machike Kyun to Go-Go Daihenshin, as well as director Fukasakawa from Smile Percure. And finally, fact 4, Bunbee is the first and only villain to survive in a sequel. He's the first antagonist from the main season to appear in a feature movie as well. And that is Bunbee. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time when we talk about 2 villains, that being Hedenya and Bloody. So let's see you next time.